Game's crashed. I have no frame to the game for some reason. It really bugs me right now. Oh yeah, I was in the tent. Yeah. I don't remember what I was doing. Oh, he told me I had to... That's right, he radioed me or something, didn't he? Remarks about the bas reliefs in the towers. Personal journal. First radio transmission. Can you hear me? Damn it, the connection's lost. Oh yeah, get to a submarine and follow the lights. That looks like a submarine, but I don't want to go there. Bye. I want to explore, because apparently not exploring has been the detriment of me. Lovecraft created the Cthulhu myths, lots of other writers added to it after his... Yes, that is correct. There's lots and lots of ghost writers. I keep trying to jump, and this is why. Small version of the gigantic statue I saw before. It is beautifully carved out of a metal I can't identify. Additionally, it looks like it was made true to the minute details of the bigger one. Yay, I found a trophy item. Give me a ladder. I need a ladder. Hey, Red Baylor. I tried moving. I have chat on a separate screen, so it takes me a little bit longer to notice chat. I watched part 1 this morning on YouTube in the room with the creepy cat. They used the images from Voynich manuscript on the wall. In the... Huh. Would you like to get in the submarine? I guess so. I just unlocked an achievement called Dive Deep. I love achievements that mean you're going the right way. It's probably a good thing, though, considering half the time I'm probably going the wrong way. This game won't allow me to kill the main character or do anything chaotic, so I guess I have to play this normally. Oh, I get to steer. Duh! Let's go this way! Can I just plow into this? Dead! Yes! Look at the glass. Look at the glass. Wait, what does this say? Submarine schematics. Follow the lights. Highly maneuverable, compact exploration submarine. Submarine schematics. Follow the lights. A drawing. Blueprint drawing of the submarine. Control room, waterlight entrance. Pilot controlled searchlight. Front projector. Upward thrust. Downward thrust. Hydrophone. Auxiliary propeller. Diesel engine. Main propeller and rudder. Control room panel. Blueprint drawing of the dashboard. Compressor gauge. Engine pressure gauge. Salt. Water depth. Whatever. Okay. I don't think I need to know all that. Oh, Girl Gamer Cab is auto-hosting. You know what I'm gonna do. Stop. Stop. We're going down. Yes. 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 I don't know what's wrong with anything that I'm doing. There is nothing wrong here. Am I stuck? Am I stuck? There's like a giant hole in the middle of the glass already and nothing's coming through. Hold on. Hold on. I will make sure that this becomes a reality. Hi, Wild Breath. I'm in a submarine. Not yet. I'm not dead yet. That's not good. Yay, you can die. Oh, God. I had to see if it was possible. So now that we know that there is a chance for failure, can you make this death scene any longer? You died. I'm so happy about it. Look, I thought that this game was definitely going to be doing something like you can't die ever. So I need a... Is that a light? Frickin' hell. So descend is left control. That looks like a light. So maybe I want to descend more. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. That is indeed a light. Okay. So you gotta be careful because stopping in this is not fast. Oh no. No, no. No, 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 no. Up, up. Oh, you pick the clicks that you move. Okay. No, 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 no. No, no. Okay. There's another light. Wait. What is this? This way? So each bell is a click that I'm giving it, apparently. Yeah, okay, I'm going the right way. I was a little worried. I want to get closer to the ocean floor. I want to see these lights. This is not the easiest way to navigate. I see light. Well, I see something. Stop. I want to see what this is. It's nothing I can go into. So, ascend a little. No, just one click. 2 clicks. Okay, that's fine. Oh, we might want just 1 click. This looks like it's going to be a pain to maneuver. Fish people. It's like Dagon's people now. Yes, we do continue into the madness. And hopefully I don't accidentally kill myself this time. As opposed to my intentional killing of myself. What's with the static? Oh my. I think I'm supposed to be going up. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yes, I am. Oh my god. Oh god. Praise Lord Dagon. All hail Lord Dagon and his fish people. Oh god. It does, doesn't it? Look, it looks like they have fins, and it looks vaguely fishy, almost, sort of. Okay, maybe not so much there. Can I go down a little? What? What did I crash into? I don't know what I crashed into. That wasn't intended. Oh, the glass is a little messed up. Don't worry. You gotta really be careful. And for today, for the Wakers of the Darkness Within, we have Conarium. Darkness Within, that was the GameCube one, right? Oh, go slow. I know this is painstakingly slow, but this is a little dangerous. Like, where am I going at this point? Like, I feel like I should be going this way. There's nothing over there. Am I going up? There we go. There's the light. It's an older PC title. There's two. I need to look it up again. I know the game. It's just I'm not figuring out. I'm thinking of the GameCube one where the game messes with you. It did auto-save. Wait, when did... I don't know when it auto-saved, but... Have I played Tormentum? No. I don't tend to gravitate towards horror games. I took an exception to this one because of it being Lovecraftian, and I did a lot of research on Lovecraft when I played the board games, Arkham Horror and such. Oh, no. Which way am I going? Just straight, like this? Looks like the right way. What is that? Like, seriously, what is that? We're gonna go above it. Oh, Eternal Darkness. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. The game was insane, pun intended. It was well done, though. I had a friend who played it, and I got to see some of it when it had come out, and it was pretty damn good. I didn't get to see that fully. I have another friend back in California that loves the game and has played it to all three endings and has seen the ultimate ending. And, what is going on? Oh! Can we leave? Can I leave? Do that with Eternal Darkness. Dilly, would Angela ever drive a bathysphere? Is that what this is? The D&D light game. Tormentum. I don't know. I don't think so. No. And I would play it if it was a D&D-like type of game. I like RPGs. I haven't played RPGs on this channel much because the one time we did Divine Divinity, it didn't seem to go over well. People weren't as interested. So we haven't done more. I've been playing Pillars of Eternity here and there on my own, and I really love Pillars of Eternity. But it does have a lot of reading, similar to this in some ways. Except that almost everything in Pillars of Eternity is text. Let me go faster, because I'm impatient now, and I'm probably going to get myself killed as a result. It's okay, I've already done it once. It's fine. It's a point-and-click puzzle that has a unique design. Tormentum. The DM can give you various insanity and fears. That sounds cool, actually. What the fuck? If it tells me game over, I'm gonna be so pissed off. It's gonna be all like, you weren't supposed to go that way, but I was following the lights! Oh. No. Goodbye. Fine. Stupid game making me go places I don't want to go. What the hell? But... Whoa. What? the ship. What?
Where am I? How did I get here?
Where's the portal? Nothing here is normal. I could have stayed on the ship. Yeah, that wasn't even necessarily dimension traveling. That was like traveling through spatial distortion. There's a whole thing on like the witch's house on how the creatures can do that. And it's all by traveling through angles. That's not helping me. It did autosave. I don't know if I missed anything for not going through there. That was just like a spur. I was wondering if I could go back or whatever else. I didn't know it was going to do this. That was kind of cool. Nothing spooky is coming. I don't know what you're talking about. My radio?
To other expedition parties, is there anyone who can read me? One person is dead, and 2 others have been injured by the partial ice cave collapse.
I'm not seeing an ice cave.
There is something here with us. Do not come through our expedition route. I repeat, do not come through our expedition route.
It does seem
Yes,
have.
I read you. This is Frank. For God's sake, what happened? And please, tell me where I can find you.
Frank, do not stray from your path. We have come across something terrible. Do not come here through our expedition route, no matter what happens. It looks like this fiendish netherworld depends on some kind of energy. An energy that is stored in curious stoneworks similar to an obelisk with crystals on top. And they are able to clear away some of the strange plants.
Dr. Faust? Dr. Faust? Oh, come on, not again. This is nonsense. I cannot understand what is going on.
Nyarlathotep, Kaz. Gotta love Nyarlathotep for the win. What about Haster? Oh my god, what about the King in Yellow? Haster is technically supposed to be the King in Yellow, I think. Or at least representative of. Hello. Doesn't look slightly ominous at all. Nope, nothing ominous here. Look at this. It's another reflection. Another mirror. Shib-Nugath? I thought it was Shib-Nugarath or something. Thank you, Shib-Nugarath. If you play Arkham Horror, Nyarlathotep is part of an expansion that's, what is it called? It involves an Egyptian expedition. It is so freaking difficult.
As I predicted, a race, reptilian in physiology, lived inside these ruins after the original builders. The Elder Things left the area after some unknown cataclysmic event. now lost in an archaic and lost chapter of Earth's history. This relief depicts some reptilian creatures treating an elder thing with reverence. And the other relief with 4 tall figures, I believe symbolizes empty vessels. Oh, golems. We've seen the same vessel figures depicted as assuming different roles several times in most of the murals or reliefs we've come across so far.
Also, the gatekeeper is known as Azathoth. Oh, there's the golems. Oh, it's another one of the light puzzles.
This is dead. It's not working. It is dead. I can't move it. The ice on the track is obstructing the movement. It won't budge.
Oh, because there's more. It's not going to be powered because the obelisks are dead, though. Oh, I guess it is. No. No, oh, frick. Too many monsters. Those aren't even monsters that they were naming off. It's the elder, the elder ones. There's like 3 branches of elder gods and elder ones. Yeah, there is. If you guys ever have a chance to get your a chance to sit down and play Arkham Horror as a board game, you should do it. It's really, really good. It's far more intense than other board games you're used to. And any of the Lovecraftian board games, expect a very high chance of failure. But the games are designed to play against you. Like, the board works against the players, and the players play cooperatively with each other. And it's really, really good. So it looks like I got that done. I wasn't even intending to find a puzzle in here, so yay for coming back. Or read any of the Lovecraft novels. Yeah, read the Lovecraft novels too. Or, as I had mentioned before, if you don't want to read them, you can find them as audiobooks on tape on YouTube. But yeah, you can go to the store and you can actually buy a complete collection of Lovecraft's works too in a single book. Because all of his stuff were short stories. He didn't really have like really long novels. I think Mountains of Madness was one of his longest. There's a lot going on in here. I don't know what this is, but I'll take it. It's an ornamental object. You're wiking this shit. That's honestly, that's how I learned all of this stuff from Lovecraft. Is when I started playing Arkham Horror, I was wondering, why does this monster do this? Why does this do this? Like, the Hounds of Tyndalus would teleport to locations that investigators were at, and I always wondered, how do they do that? And then I found out that they were in one of the stories where the monsters would teleport, and they would teleport through the angles, and I found out that the Hounds of Tyndalus would travel through angles, and it was sort of like this mathematical scheme, and that's how the magic worked. It's like the angle had to be a certain way, and then they could travel. I got a glowing sex toy. Oh. One body. There's like a single body here. I'm a little worried that there's just one. Oh, I may have needed to have done that. It's the one little glowy object I got. Isn't there just one body here? That's really creepy.
crystal I have doesn't fit here.
Oh. Okay. What about the other end? You can find Lovecraft stuff without paying any money if you want to. I'm just saying that if you have the money and if you really like it, you can get all of his works in a single volume. They do have one. I found it at the bookstore once. I'm kind of sad I never picked it up, but I can always get it again at some point when I would want to. Color Out of Space is interesting. And I like the concept that it's just color. That's all it is. It's just color out of space. An ornamental object with a gently glowing stone in the middle. I am getting so turned around already. Like, there's so many places for me to go. Oh my god. Snow. This makes me think that I might have to evade something at some point in here. Okay, I've already been up there. I've came from there. There's something glowing over here. That was what I had gotten. And then if I go this way, there's that one part I can go to, so it's both the same direction it comes out of. Okay, so I'm not too lost then. I kind of know what I'm seeing. Lovecraft never really explains the creatures much. Cthulhu, I think, got the most explanation. And even then, it was like there was distortions with his face or something. I want a magic staff. Gimme. Oh, it's a different color now. So let's put that there and see what's over there. Call of Cthulhu, it was decent for Lovecraftian stuff, but in general, humanity can't fight Lovecraftian-based creatures. Oh my. The fuck was that? Reptiles? Yig? Or is this crossing over with bird stories? Which I only just learned about in YouTube. Or not YouTube, in Wikipedia while I was waiting at the doctor's office today. There was another story that Lovecraft, another author Lovecraft based a lot of his works off of, which was, I think, Bird. I think his name was Bird. But he wrote about a hollow earth and reptiles that were far... So think Doctor Who, with the reptile creatures in the center of the earth kind of thing. It was an old 1930s story or so, written by an author back then. Reptile people, Illuminati confirmed. Except my...
The same set of symbols we've seen in strangely carved niches all around here matches with what is written in the oldest parchment.
Those are the plants we were finding.
I believe uncertainly that they represent a destination towards somewhere significant.
Oh my god, this puzzle. This is gonna be a puzzle.
symbol on this stone is illegible.
Journal's been updated. Let's see. Vision talking about archaic symbols. The same set of symbols we've seen in strangely carved niches all around here matches what was... okay, I believe that they represent a destination towards somewhat significant.
There's no glyph on this stone. The symbol on this stone is illegible.
Are any of them legible?
There's no glyph on this stone. I don't remember this symbol.
Oh my god.
That glyph doesn't ring any bells.
Oh, there's glyphs on the top edges of the stones. Oh, fuck. Does that match that little wavy symbol? No.
I don't remember this symbol.
What symbols do I remember? What about the ones from the Elder sign earlier? I still have that picture. There was also the other symbols around the edges. Oh. Of the Elder sign itself. Oh, this is going to be a pain to deal with, isn't it? Give a non-spoil... Yeah, go ahead and give a non-spoiler hint. Go for it. When I find the symbol I need to trace in the light points, the line will linger if I do it right. Trace them in the right direction. Start at the wide end of each line.
Illegible. I don't remember this symbol.
Not okay. That does help. Though I'm not quite sure what we mean by tracing the symbols, though. Like, can I pull these out somehow?
That glyph doesn't ring any bells. I don't remember this symbol.
So what about this one? I can't click on that because I don't... Okay. Well, let's see if the boxes are the same. They're not.
The symbol on this stone is illegible.
Okay, I know it's illegible, but... It's not letting me click on anything other than the symbols.
I don't remember this symbol. That glyph doesn't ring any bells.
So maybe I need to find more about these glyphs. So far, most of the puzzles have been self-contained, but not always. What did they say? Same set of symbols we've seen in strangely carved niches all around here match with what is written in the oldest parchment. I believe they represent destiny, so the oldest parchment. Let me try and find one of the ones from the Elder sign. No symbol, no symbol. I'm looking for...
The symbol on this stone is illegible.
Freaking hell. I don't think this is it, but...
I don't remember this symbol.
Freaking hell. Yeah, I don't remember any of these symbols. There was another way for me to go, so... There's nothing over here, right? No walls to break. Yeah, I see that. God, this poor axe has been through hell. What the frick is this? What the hell? Okay. A feathered mass I took from the head of one of the skeletons sitting silently in their eternal resting places. Signs of color that can be seen on the now solidified feathers made me think how flamboyant it might once have been. Okay, got a trophy. Another skeleton. What are they pierced with? What is this stuff? It, like, look at it. It's creepy. Keep turning off my light in case something somehow sees it. What is that? That holds a body. That's really creepy. Uh-oh. That's not a normal sized person, I think. What is that? What the fuck is that?
From some of the bas-reliefs explored in the seemingly oldest structure, which had been weathered into shapeless ruins ages ago, we learned that these reptilian creatures were the inhabitants of this eon-dead city. But while some of them were enshrouded in special coffins, these are standing still, glued to their vertical rock coffins with an awful-looking ooze. Curiously, they were firmly placed in the niches on some of the walls.
Hi, spider. That is creepy.
These ivy-like plants are blocking the way.
I can't hit them. I'm gonna need a crystal or something. Pretty sure I can't hit them. Like, I'm very sure that these are the same things.
These plants release a
Yeah, poisonous gas. Oh my. This is the, yeah, okay. What am I stuck on? Am I stuck on the environment? A little. Nothing there. See, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this puzzle. Ugh.
The symbol on this stone is illegible.
Not all of them are illegible. Like, this one's not illegible.
I don't remember this symbol.
Can I use any of my items with any of this?
That glyph doesn't ring any bells.
Do any of these glyphs ring bells?
This symbol is exactly the same with the one I saw in the vision about repetition of specific symbols within the caverns below the base.
What? Hold on. Wait, what symbol was that? No! I want to know what symbol that was! Okay, let me see what it matches, if it matches. It does! It matches one of the... It matches that scroll thing I found. The one that I used for the Elder Sign. So what am I supposed to do with it now? No. Examine. Zoom in. Look at that! Wow. But I can't touch any more of them. What? So what am I supposed to do now? Am I just not supposed to be doing anymore, or did I just run into a bug? Yog-Sothoth is an Elder God. Oh, the wall creature? Yeah, I'll go back, Axel. You're right. Maybe. But there's also another crystal area too, which I can go to. But I'll check this one. It's the closest. It's not really letting me interact with this though. Trophy items. Select. Hey, yo. Want a crystal? No? No crystal? You have fingernails. Definitely not the lizard. Definitely not Mr. Lizard. Can I enter? Is that okay? So that still has the interact symbol. So let me try that one area with that one crystal. Yog-Sothoth isn't an Elder God; he's an Elder One, which are older and I don't even know what the classifications would be. Honestly. The actual pantheon wasn't really fleshed out by Lovecraft. It was by all the authors that came afterwards. Aha! That's a bit long-winded. Oh my. Oh. I tried placing the reddish crystal into the still clean tip of an old metallic device and it fitted perfectly. As I rotated the device to its original position using the control handle, this glyph was projected onto the wall. Know what I'm doing with that? Picture. It's a lot easier for me to reference my phone pictures. Okay. So am I trying to find that one out of the orange crystals now or something? You ate a scorpion the other night? I do not envy you for your culinary ambitions on trying things, because no thank you. Nothing. I can't even interact with these anymore. I think it's probably back in that one room that I was in then, which is annoyingly aggravating it sometimes, but not really. Can I interact with anything else? Can't interact with that anymore. Oh, look.
A network of blue lines and dots appeared out of nowhere, resembling some sort of a star map. But why does that dot glow in a different color than the others?
Oh, this is what you were talking about. Found a secret. When the dome of the room was closed as I activated the strange machine, a network of bright lights and dots appeared out of nowhere, resembling some sort of a star map. But curiously, one of the dots, the brightest one, was a different color as the others. What could be the meaning of this? Can I interact with it? Can I interact with the sign? Can I interact with anything? No. Yeah, Azathoth is like the elder one. He's like the devourer of worlds. Like in the board game Arkham Horror, if Azathoth is your ancient one, then if he wakes up, there is no fight with the Ancient One. He just automatically wins by devouring the world. He's actually considered easy mode, so you don't have to worry about the fight. I'm so confused right now. I'm not picking up a phone call. It's probably my agency, but I don't care right now. I'll talk to them later. That goes the same way. Ugh. Some of these puzzles, I swear. I mean, so far I've been getting them at some point, but jeez on some of these. Let's go this way again. I doubt it's anything up here. Yeah, I found the symbol, but I don't know what to do with the symbol. Back to the room with all the crystals? I mean, I couldn't interact with any of the crystals, though. Make sure I got everything. That reflection scared the hell out of you. So, I'm not seeing... It wouldn't be those. It would be like this one, if anything. And I'm not seeing the ability to interact with anything in here. Where those stones in the wall are, yes, there's a spot somewhere you need to draw the symbol in. Okay. Not... Maybe not exactly in here. Let me see the symbol again. Well, don't tell me every single puzzle, but I'm perfectly fine with you helping me on this one, because this one's gonna drive me nuts for like searching for it. But I feel like there's definitely a spot. I just want to know where that location is. It's not here. What about with Mr. Reptile? What the hell? What is this? Why? Should I not be going here? Apparently I'm supposed to be here. Why? What the fuck?
Oh God, what was that all about? A vision, perhaps? Oh, I think somehow it has something to do with the intense headaches. Oh.
Uh-huh.
Blood?
From what? My nose? The lizard's gone. Where did the lizard go? I don't see like any spot on a wall where I would draw any symbol here. No. I gotten that. No, I haven't gotten past those vines yet, but I've gotten past other vines. I know that I can't whack them. I know it's got to be crystal light. So far, it's been crystal light. I don't have any place on any wall where I can draw this. I haven't gotten that far, Solaro. You're going a little bit ahead. I have no idea what you're talking about, and you're starting to get in a little bit in spoiler territory. If you want to help right now, you could help me figure out where this wall is supposed to be that I'm supposed to be drawing this on. The only thing I can think of is in the room with all the constellations at this point. 'Cause here's the crystal. And I can't take it with me. I mean, I can take it with me, but I can't keep it. Like, I can't go back in there with this, can I? Oh, I can. Ah. Put it away. I didn't know that was mobile. So this might be exactly where I need to go. Thank you, Solaro. But yes, I will definitely reach out and ask for help when I need it. It's better than running around for 15 minutes like I did yesterday. I doubt that this is. Nah, I just wanted to try. Oh. It's not working. I'm guessing I have to put it near a blue crystal to charge. Oh. Yeah, the blue crystals. Got it. Haha, my guess was good. Oh, you don't know anymore but the trace of the glyphs? Damn it. Well, it might be right here. Yeah, it's here. It's right here. Hold on. So the direction matters, you said, right? Well, I've played enough games to go, weed. It didn't work. No, it didn't. It's not the other way, is it? It is. It's big to small. Wait, what? Yeah, okay, I see it. Do I have a time limit? It's not gonna work. What? Piece of shit. Oh my god. Fucking hell. It's gotta be this one. Oh, so you can select that way. Okay, so this one. Wait. No. So this one, start drawing. This one, here. Yeah, then here. 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 Oh, you know what? I see what I'm doing wrong. Yeah. Sharp as attack. It's not timed. I was doing the wrong one. Oh, it's an elevator. Giant stone elevator. That wasn't even a wall, Solaro. That was a thing of water. Music without the K. Aww, it's my puppy's name. You lurk a lot. It's fine. You can lurk, you can be actively talking. I do like hints from time to time on these ones, especially if I'm running around in circles, so don't worry about it. So thank you for that. Carved Catacombs achievement unlocked. There's more of these plants everywhere. It's like my flashlight's making almost no difference right now. What the hell? Frame rate, why? Okay. This is a creepy game. I don't think the exclamation game is a command, or the mods can only issue commands, I think. I don't remember. But it's Conarium.
Mushroom.
Thank you for the... Oh, wow. Why can't I see who followed? Ninja Cat 01, thank you for the follow. Super appreciated. It's like the flashlight makes barely any difference sometimes, so half the time I forget I have it on. And sometimes I have it off because it's too bright on reflective surfaces, like right here. Hello. Oh yeah, exclamation game, yeah. Duh, considering I just used that. I think I'd remember. Found a secret. It's fine, put that away. Oh look, more of the lizard people. Oh, because I'm stepping in goop? The hell? It's another mask. A beautifully ornate metallic mask with a reptilian face carved on it. It does not indicate anything about the purpose it served in its day. Man, never trophy. Can I go in here? No. Interesting. Am I getting myself lost again? Oh my. Give it an axe. Great idea. No. It's not allowed. Oh, see, that needs to be activated. Okay. Because I'm not going to be able to go through here. Got it. So Isaac said he was going to play this game, but he's seen a little bit of it so far. He has not seen enough for it to be spoiler, but he's pretty much sure that he's not going to like it at all, and so he's probably not going to end up playing it. And it's partly because there's so much text and it's so much puzzles, he thought it was going to be a full-on just straight-up horror. I'm loving it so far. I think it's great. You're not happy that some of the coffin-like things are empty? We can remedy that. I'm not happy that these lizard guys look so not fully dead. He prefers RE-style games. He prefers not reading and having a bunch of puzzles in front of him. Resident Evil he's playing because he's never played any of the Resident Evils before, it seems. Or, well, he hasn't played any of the older ones, including the remake. I'm trying to get him to play the original Resident Evil after he's done streaming Resident Evil Remake, which we'll be doing tonight again. It's just all over the place with where I'm supposed to be going again. So I came from there. Let's go this way. Code Veronica. Neither one of us have actually played Code Veronica. That was the one that was on the Saturn, isn't it? I'm trying to exactly get my bearings, determine where the heck I am. Make sure I'm not missing anything, even though I feel like I am. Original is the best. Resident Evil is life. I do have the original PC version of the game, which means all the blood and gore in the cinematics in the very opening. That's the one I'm trying to get him to play, but I have to also make sure it runs on the computer, because last time I tried setting it up on the computer, it's wonky with the current video cards and the current systems. But I know it can be done. The brain needs to be exercised too, or it will wither.
Yes, it is depicted here. Our gateway out of this world. These reliefs clearly portray ancient Conarium, the thing I have been searching for my whole life. As much as I can understand, that one depicts a seemingly dead city as an ever-living organism with lots of mummified bodies connected to the device. Incredible. And the other one depicts an ancient Conarium which is connected to another one, most probably outside of this planet or maybe out of this dimension. Oh my, this is just marvelous.
Oh, this is how I end up doing it each time. At least this one's a little more straightforward. Yay. All I have to do is explore and the game will take me where I'm supposed to go, hopefully. Yeah, but there are secrets and such that are hidden around. It's partly why I'm exploring a little. Plus, the game is just awesomely designed. Which way is it?
I can't bear the pain anymore.
Well, I know what I need to do at this point. Wait. I came from this way, right? Totally going backwards. I never noticed that right here. Hi, Raga. Hi, Zach. Don't worry about it. You come whenever you feel up to it. These early afternoon streams that I've been doing are only because I... Oh. Oh no. Was I supposed to move throughout the entire thing? Oh. I didn't know I could move. It was the first time. I think I died. Oh no. Let me run. Let me run. Oh no, 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 no. No. No, no. Oh, shit. Oh, I hope the surgery went well, Zach. I do need to get in there. So what I need is a hiding spot. Oh, it pulls one from there, too. Oh, I'm gonna have to make in figure 8. Okay, I see it. I'm glad the surgery went well. Like how when I die, it turns off like a TV. Okay, come on, let's go. Let me run. Let me run. Let me run. When he does this one, go back this way. Let me run. Oh no. Oh no. Can I hide? Hello? No. Ah! And happy belated birthday, Zach. Just yesterday, the incision bled. This is a Cthulhu Mythos type game. There's 3 of them? Okay, let's plan this out real quick. So, if I ran... There's enough... What about right here? I need to stay away from the lizards. I think it's what I really need to do. So up, down, around there. Let's try that. Am I gonna play Rhyme after Conarium? This game is a prequel to Rhyme or something? I will look at it out of curiosity, but I don't know. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. It seems like I'm potentially faster than them. No! Move, move. Come on. I'm moving too slow. No! Do I need the crystal out?
All these must be the products of my disordered imagination.
Oh.
Nothing more.
Oh. Oh my god. I'm glad you think these are products of your disordered imagination. Doesn't work on just every vine. Make sure it's properly charged. Where's Isaac? He's at work. Love insanity effects. Considering you killed you multiple times, you don't think it's your imagination? Yeah, I know, seriously. But then again, technically he didn't die. Blue light alien Wi-Fi. For fuck's sake. And that's an elder one. An elder thing. They're all bowing down to the elder thing. An ancient musical instrument with elaborate ornaments that are reptilian in nature. It still looks playable. Aw, Zach, thank you. Don't tell me, Sir Chrism. I don't like this room either. This room screams of something's gonna happen. Can I just go past this guy? I can. Is my light on? I can't tell. I know, it's very sweet that Zach says that. Oh.
I don't know if anybody reads this, or if there is anyone still alive out there. I've lost everybody who was on my search party. I am alone and afraid, even from the out-of-place echoes of my own footsteps that are reverberating along these halls of ages-long silence. It is hard to tell if I am alive anymore. Those visions, sounds,
He is talking hella slow.
the devilish themes described in the release I come across every now and then. We were not meant to be here.
Really?
Dr. Faust! Dr. Faust, are you there? Answer me, please!
I like how he picked up his walkie-talkie and started talking to no one in particular. Dr. Faust, I mean. Let me see. Bells? I was gonna say, do hitting these seem like a good idea? It's probably a horrible idea. I probably should have ducked under those. I definitely don't like this. But, oh. You better not get up! Oh my. Oh, it's a sacrificial altar. An ornate sacrificial altar, wholly intact and still amazingly sharp even after all these years of desolation. The elaborate carvings on the curious metallic surface signifying a reptilian nature. They want my skin. I don't... He's not calling himself Dr. Faust. I don't think I have a problem here. Look at these things, like, not liking the sound of anything. Ew, it's the sludge. It's the same sludge that they all sit in the walls. Ew. Maybe I'm really just dead and I came back to life. I'm not touching any more of these bells. Lizard poop as far as the eye can see. All that lizard poop, Kaz. Uh-oh. Please no. There's nowhere to run here. What? The feck just happened? This was the opening of the game. No, this is not supposed to be here.
No more can we harbor ourselves on the safest shores, for there are things that cannot be undone.
That was great. What? End of game. Great game. Back to the Layers of Fear house. Look, anything away from the flying creepy things that are bringing zombies back to life that chase after me is better than being chased by zombies. Oh. The hell? Layers of Fear. We're playing Layers of Fear now. You're not bothering me, Zach, at all.
Was that a sheer delusion?
I don't have my inventory. Demons of the Past. Achievement unlocked. Oh, now I got a flashlight. I'm sorry, a torch. A torch. Did you just say don't diet? Don't. Possibly. Are we sure we got everything in this room? Wait, no, we did not. Entry 1. Having heightened my knowledge of the arcane arts, I find myself contemplating the subject of universals. Whether definitions exist in the nature of things or in mere conceptions, illusory and perhaps a sheer product of human language. Our means of receiving impressions are absurdly few, and our notions of surrounding objects infinitely narrow. We see things only as they are constructed to see them, and gain no idea of their absolute nature. So what lies beyond the woven limits of the flesh we've been trapped in? And is it really possible to pass beyond it at least once? What do we know of the world and the universe around us? For the last 10 years of my rough life, I've lived with the undulating echoes of those scorching questions that have rendered me a ghost amongst the flock. But yesterday night, I finally got some answers. That should be finally, not final, and I know I added a the up there. During the last session, Frank and I managed to get the printer to work, and even though the results are blurry, we have the first empirical proof of what we saw out there. That's nice. That was it. Okay. What is this thing? Who places a wall switch right there behind this? Why would you do this? Oh.
Need to be cautious, not to let anyone else see this grand collection. It could be extremely dangerous for both of us.
Oh my. Don't let anyone see this collection. Gotcha.
Mushroom.
What the hell? AlleyCat91205 is followed. Thank you for the follow.
A medicine man mask from Northwest Africa.
It doesn't have any eye slots. Just a journal updated. What is it updating? Oh.
A sacrifice ritual mask from Middle Africa.
You just pick up the
A
crocodile.
stuffed subadult Nile crocodile. One of the oldest creatures still living on the face of the earth.
What are these?
Deliberately preserved heads from Mesopotamian marshlands. Such cultivated minds kept in permanence by getting dried under the scorching sun with methods now lost to us. As well as the sun, they were believed to be symbols of knowledge.
Can I pick up each one? Look at that. It's got some amazing nose stuff going on. And you're just normal. You. Can I grab, open that? No. Remember when this game was about me going through drawers? A crowbar. Gimme. Glad I found that. Yeah, let's take some time before I go down there.
Looks like a preparation for a long trip.
The compass, the binoculars, the camera.
Looks like a preparation for
I found all of those on the ship.
This relic is from Madagascar. I have two versions, but this one is extremely rare. It is called Hanalbi. Nobody knows exactly what it means, but from its symbolic depiction of a dark sphere inside a light one, it is thought that it could mean the underworld. I had it brought by an old captain friend who often visits that island for trading purposes.
Oh my. Same as that one, I'm assuming. Go through this door too?
This is exactly the same room I've been in one of my visions.
Yep. This guy's seriously into the occult. Like, not even lightly into it. The guy seriously is into, like, hey, I need to find out about Cthulhu. Oh my god, it's a penguin. It's a trophy.
According to legend, this very djembe belonged to a learned drummer from Senegal who can speak with the dead by rhythmically beating it.
Perot, I don't need heads screaming at me in this game.
A native drum from the Asmat people of New Guinea. Their creation myth says Fumerapits made the first carvings of men and women. By beating on this drum, Fumerapits caused the figures to dance, bringing them to life.
I stole nothing. I'm in a freaking... Is it stealing when you're, like, in this weird dream? I'm gonna go through all these doors. Why? Because I miss doing this. This is what this game was about. And now it's just about horror. You gonna tell me about your little cauldron here? Old friend, what you've told me about the shared nature of the experience the Conarium provides made me think about necromantic means of a data inquiry. I am sure you'll remember what I told you about why certain corpses never decay, but rest firm and fat in their tombs for 1,000 years. I believe that with some help from a certain acquaintance I can provide you with such specimens. This would be beneficial for both of us, I believe. Eagerly awaiting your answer, H. Warren. I'm not dreaming. I'm on a close by plane of existence. What? I'm on a close by plane of existence. I love how I couldn't figure out what you were trying to say. That's great. It's very possible, and I just stole it. Oh well.
Mask of an all-powerful moon goddess, esteemed by an eastern island tribe, now lost in time. It is from the private collection of the late famous hermit, Klaus von Herdeth. Don't ask me how I get it. I have my ways.
It's called murder.
Elusive mask from the submerged parts of Kerguelen Islands.
Jeez.
A cryptic mask with an untraced origin.
You think? Look at this thing.
This is called the Mask of the Beholder.
Why?
Skulls from New Guinea that are believed to be housing protective spirits.
Wow. There's a lot of detail that went into this game. I'm aware that I still need to go downstairs.
I need a phonograph cylinder.
Can't get in the lower drawers? No.
I need a phonograph cylinder.
Sorry. How can we comprehend exactly how much time has passed since the erection of the early ziggurats of Sumeria? What can we know about the time-worn Sphinx still standing on the Giza Plateau? They only justify the sheer ignorance of mankind by forcefully making us admit our instantaneous vibrations in the vast cosmos, but are but an illusion. Today I want to inform you about something that is equally as interesting as such edifices. That's something I presume you will have a hard time believing. I have finally acquired some information regarding the fabled cities of Rub al-Khali, which are said to have been built in an undreamt age of certain wonders and rumored to have been intentionally submerged beneath the eternally shifting sands thousands of years ago. There is even more to the story. According to a reliable source, there should be depictions of information about the locations of ancient Conariums buried within those halls. Within a few weeks, you'll receive a book containing the locations of those cities and a map predating all maps known today, directly copied from the antediluvian originals. I am sure you are excited beyond imagination and eager to discuss those findings in detail. Zach has hosted me with a viewer, thank you! But that will have to wait for a while, since I'll be away for some time visiting the oriental wonders of the world. I'm sure you know what I mean. Hope to see you soon, Harley Warren. So H. Warren was Harley. This guy's like in direct cahoots with Foss. What the hell is this?
Woodland Lizard Spirit Mask.
It's like they're getting tired of like descriptions.
A serpentine
Never mind.
ritual mask from India, which is said to have hypnotic effects on the one who deeply gazes into its eyes.
I must have looked at all the masks. I just got an achievement called Masquerade. Oh, bye, Irene. What?
It sounded like the floor is hollow back there.
I can't see this properly. I think I know where that goes. And a phonograph cylinder. Oh, that's the machine. Electrical discharge heads, electric sound transmitters. And then the Conarium itself. So far, all the Conarium has done is acted like a warning device for things I can't control. I feel like... I was supposed to do something with this. Like this has to do an object with 8 pointy shapes on it. Okay, maybe not. Okay, apparently I'm done with that part of the house. Hey, Mega! Oh. Already been in there. This is the most modern looking thing here. This ladder. Made out of metal. With rubber endings. What the hell? I feel like this ladder doesn't fit with the rest of everything. I guess it could, but it feels out of place in this house. Oh my. Someone went a little beyond. And I have the pointy thing I needed. Thankfully, I found that. Otherwise, this would have been another quest for why can't I get in there. God damn it! So it's a 4-button lock. Is it a 3-button lock? It's 3 buttons. How do I know which one it is? How do I know? How do I know? Oh my.
It's locked.
Well, let's listen to the cylinder because I didn't listen to that. Because I was stupid.
When using Conarium, we are able to be seen as well as to see.
Oh, great.
For some time, I was detecting a conscious something, previously unseen by my rudimentary vestiges. Only lately, it becomes clear to me. Now it comes into every session. It seems to materialize more and more each time. I won't attempt describing it, but only would say that it's not benevolent. From what I can get from its glowing semblance, which I believe is used as a way of communication, it can sense you, only if you spend a considerable time within the sessions. I've read about it in the cursed Necronomicon and some elusive records compiled from deep-rooted Bedouin oral literature. Thus learned that it tries reaching the corporeal vessel to dominate and execute the wanderers of the beyond, such as ourselves. But again, Against all warnings, I was a fool to believe that I can stop it with just simple signs and incantations. As a resort, we ended up lighting up the place with myriads of candles as well as electrical lamps, but still shiver with fear with every noise our rundown enclave is causing, isolated from ancient darkness of the night.
What? For sometimes detect conscious something. That did not give me the clues I was hoping for in order to get past that log. Oh, the floor sounds different there because it's your clue. I can't go through there. Indescribable bad thing if we got Cthulhu. Agartha? The Hollow Earth? Huh. Hello, Kind Zero. So I'm definitely missing something, I think, because there's no symbols here. Scale, statues, sun, whatever the hell that is. I'm assuming that's a mountain. Wax on, wax off, moon. Darkness, darkness. No. Sorry. About no. Now I'm just guessing. I can end up guessing for forever, but well, didn't I pick something up where I found the phonograph cylinder? Yeah, I got a document. This document. Oh. It's talking about things that man made. Hold on. Not that. So what if I went this? What if that's pyramids? Yeah? What about this, this? No. This thing with the pegs on the other side is this. This was empty until I placed it in here. Documents, any drawings? I have 2 drawings, literally 2. Law, people, and amulet? I don't even know what law... This would be law. This is people. What the hell is an amulet? This? Oh, that's the snake eating its own tail, I think. You know, we could just do, like, go through the entire possible set of combinations and it would drive us nuts, but we'd get it. It's not the way to do that puzzle. Did I miss anything upstairs? Let's find out. Open it. say it's the sun, moon, and scales. I think I already tried that though. But why? Are you? It's just guessing at that point. What about the first letter he left me? So I have Mask of an All-Powerful Moon Goddess, Mask of the Beholder, Mask of Lizard, Spirit, Serpent. I don't think it's the masks, honestly. Dr. Faust's warning about a secret collection. We need to be cautious not to let anyone see this grand collection. It could be extremely dangerous. Sun, subadult. What were those wind chimes? Those aren't wind chimes. You talking about these? These are dream catchers. Dream catchers. Well, I doubt there's anything that's going to just hand the answer to me. That's something that gives a better clue than what I've been getting, where I feel like I haven't gotten any clues.
It's like a preparation for a long trip.
Like, I really feel like I haven't gotten any clues. One, 6, and 13. How many things are on that? I think it was only 8, though. Damn it. Even if it was 13, that's not going to work. It's not a time measurement. Remember a ceiling somewhere? If it's on the ceiling, I swear to God, I'm going to be so pissed. Let's check up here. Kitsune, since I'm down here, you said what? Sun, moon, and law? Not it. What if I did... Oh. Oh, let me double check. Oh, stop it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's only 8. Could be the dates. Yeah, but there's only 8 for the symbols. Like, how would the dates relate to the symbols? Other than by numbers. And even then the numbers, it's like... it was like 1, 6, and 13, and there's only 8 numbers. I don't think it's the ceiling. That might be some other spot. It seems like such an obscure place for them to have hidden anything in this. Not that they haven't hidden things in very interesting spots already, but it's never been that obscure. Are they listed in the journal? I don't... It's like a north, south, east, west puzzle. That's a good point. Where's his office? Yeah, what the hell would that would it be, though, if it was north, south, east, and west? What about the dream catchers? You can't interact with them. They're just dream catchers. What about this thing, though? Fucking hell.
Looks like something's missing here. I need something that can fit.
Frickin' hell. So my answer is here, which means Solara was right. It's ceiling. So this thing is projecting the constellations. However, I can't see it properly, it looks like, because I need something here. Frick. Oh my god. There's nothing here. That's the case. It's nothing. I don't think it's going to be in this room. Damn it. Which means I missed something somewhere. Ah! I'm gonna cry. Oh my god. It's not that big of a house. How did I miss something? Why do you people take things apart in your own homes? Why don't you fix your floors in your own homes? What's with all the cabling? Seriously, I have some issues, dude. Like, seriously, where am I?
Mushroom.
What am I? Oh, God. Marlerm has followed. Thank you for the follow, Marlerm. See. Dream catchers. Cannot interact. Cannot interact with said dream catchers. Let's see. It's only going to take forever. So for the next hour, Dilly hunts for a tiny object that goes in the astronomy case, only to find that it's lying on the floor next to the astronomy case. That would piss me off so much. It was like the gas can in the beginning. Oh. Candles under the curtains winning, yeah, I know. It's not working. There's nothing here. You can still interact with this, but it's like nothing in it. Leave it. Nope, nope. Closed door. Can I get over here? No. I swear. Okay, so something's missing, but... What's this? God damn it! Calum Love Life is hosted. Thank you for the host. Dear friend, judging from the tone of your last correspondence, I see that you were shocked to hear how far I've been able to progress. You asked me how I did it, and here I tell you every detail. I believe you will remember my mentioning to you a young gentleman named Frank Gilman from Miskatonic University. When I saw his thesis on the pineal gland, its developmental and structural evolution and decadence over the course of thousands of years, I knew I was one step closer to freeing myself from the chains of our corporeal limits. Hardly that boy was able to understand the underlying notions and spot the details I was unsure of. I contacted and only partially told him about my research so that he may not treat me as others did. As a man of science, I was sure that he would get anxious, and so he did. After days and nights of meticulous work, changing the design of the machine I originally built and fine-tuning it to adapt to our physiology, we managed to make the device work without rejection by the brain. It was not a design for humans, yet we managed to prepare it for us. You remember how those so-called scientific communities mocked me when I first told them about my theory of transcending the human senses using a mechanical device? To hell with them. They mocked me with the assertion that it cannot be tested by current methods of scientific inquiry, and here it is, giving enough empirical data related to the sessions. It is an alien sensation using it, seeing and feeling without the help of one's corporeal body while floating easily in the ocean of darkness. I will write to you again in the coming weeks and invite you to personally see the results. Kind regards, E.W. Ross. Okay, that did not answer what I needed. Can I just stick a pen in there? If I'm Frank Gilman, shouldn't I be some great scientific marvel? And I should be all like, oh, hey, look at this. If MacGyver can use a paperclip on it, so can I. Fixed in 5 seconds with a paperclip. Done. There's nothing else there. .hack Mondays are forever gone. You can complain to Isaac about, like, not having .hack Mondays if you want them. Oh, God. It's in there. Nothing. What if it's down here somewhere? Searching on the floor. You seriously need to fix your house. Dear Lord. Lying outside the known space-time continuum, this is a dimension to which the gate is knowledge and the key is the Conarium. As we start to shed our fleshly bindings, we start to perceive more and more. If we inquire by merely knowing and thinking on any subject matter, windows to related time and space open up before our non-material selves, our minds. And what's better, we've grasped that the experiences in the sessions are shared and even improved by all of the attendees' personal knowledge. Even thinking about the possibilities that may bestow upon us in our quest for transcending the limits of our mortal bodies is about to make me crazy. But sometimes I wonder what has been keeping our sanity intact inside of this forbidden place. Behind the thick walls of pitch darkness surrounding us, there is something looming, whispering in my ears in a language familiar, yet I cannot discern its content. Its content. 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 Contented content. I found a brick. You might want to put it back in your wall. I found a box. Found the same damn puzzle. There's a light bulb in here. I don't know. .hack Mondays is how you found this channel. He was having problems getting the next .hack working properly. It was like having severe frame rate issues or something. I never bothered to try helping him with it, partly because we weren't living together at the time, and it hasn't come back up since then. And he's kind of invested in Pokemon Mondays right now. Look, you have no floor over there. No floor. I think it's time someone brings HGTV in here. 1949. That's nice. Can't do anything with your calendar. 1st, the 6th, and the 13th. Okay. Can I see anything else? I keep going back over the same rooms. This house is a hot-ass mess. It is. It's a total mess. Let me out. Preparing for a long trip.
Like a preparation for a long trip.
Yeah, I know. It's shocking, isn't it? You know what else is shocking? My ability to not find this thing. Actually, it's not that shocking. Hello. Put that back. It's like hidden behind here. I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream bloody murder. I don't know what I'm missing. I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm looking up and I'm seeing constellations. And I can't do anything about them. I broke the device. I'm going mad. What about those 3 X's in the center of the map? Are you talking about this map? What is that going to tell me? What does this tell me? This is telling us the location of where to go, and there's 4 X's. There's 3 in the center and then 1 off the one bigger one. But I don't know what the heck those... Oh. So that would be west, south, and... No, because there's too many of them. Yeah, there's too many. But we can try it. West, south, north, east. I don't know if order matters. Didn't work! Ugh. It's all futile. We'll never escape the prison of our own mind. God fucking damn it. I don't even know how the hell I was supposed to solve this. But if that worked, that worked. I don't know what it did. I don't know what it did. I don't know what I did. I feel like it cheated. I feel like I missed an entire step. I totally fucking, like... It's just... No! Oh my god. Paintbrushes. You know what you could do? Take those upstairs and get to work. You need another phonograph cylinder because the one upstairs isn't good enough. We had to get one down here too. Can I just walk over there and just die? No. The only time I've been able to die so far is by zombie reptiles and crashing my submarine viciously into a wall. And possibly going down this ladder now. Angela approves of my artistic ambition. She would. I have no control of the camera. He seems to be wearing a sweater. I'm sure it's dapper. That's a really, really long ladder. Where are we going, and how did he dig this far underneath his own house? Seriously? How did he manage to do this under his own house? What the hell is all this? When you wear but this isn't the Antarctic. Oh, it's lizard poop. That was an emaciated person. Oh. I'm trying to figure out the elder sign. It's not quite it, but it's close. Found a key. Oh, dear Lord. Ow. Jeez. Those are constellations. Oh, look, a phonographic cylinder. So we have another one right here. What about the one that was upstairs? Don't I get to use that one? What is with this thing? I'm not going to use it yet. I'm going to use this. Look, it's a printer.
It is said that ancient Conariums have the ability to transfer one's mind outside through the endless vacuum into other receiving Conariums. Just think about the possibility of shedding off the earthbound mortal coil to reach to the stars and yonder, as a free agent to see the grand scheme above and beyond the third dimension. Being able to contemplate vistas and sense things you could never ever dream of with the help of the bodily sensations. Finally, we shall overleap time, space, and dimensions, and without bodily motion peer to the bottom of creation. Yes, I know how this sounds to you. This is incomprehensible even for someone like me who spent almost a lifetime on such arcane topics. It is just sad to see. The knowledge has been out there all the time, forevermore, and we failed to read between the lines.
I want to touch the weird shiny thing. I don't care what some of you say.
I remember this place, and what we achieved here. Violating the laws of nature with the help of those dead bodies brought here secretly from only God knows where. Forcing them to cooperate by the means of the cursed necromancy, and dreaming their dreams in those profane sessions to learn forbidden knowledge. Now I can distinctly see how pure madness once roamed here, within our own shoes.
There's a door here.
It's stuck.
But it's stuck. In case you needed that. Is there anything else in here? Oh, it's a door. Oh, is that the key I just used? The frick? I'm not touching that yet. Okay, I have to touch that. Goodbye.
I knew it. All those years of extensive research have not been in vain. Here it is, lying dormant and standing still beneath the eternally shifting sands of Rubalcali. Who knows how many millennia?
I'm not the same person. Under the sands. I'm someone entirely different. I'm the doctor now. Or the professor. They all sort of, like, according to the paperwork, they all basically share a collective conscience since they've been undergoing the sessions. So it kind of makes sense that you'd be able to jump between them, but I don't know. This is probably another flashback? Because this isn't Antarctica, which is where we were, it seems. It was. Yeah. Not liking these things.
The hallway seems like it was intentionally blocked with this ornate wall, and there are some primal writings inscribed on it. As far as I can tell, the text talks about a guardian, a formless, glistening and reflectively iridescent black protoplasm, able to mark and reflect all forms and organs.
I think I'm actually going to call it here because I want to start putting together dinner for us before he gets home. Let me see who else is streaming. We're going to be streaming later on tonight for Resident Evil. Which Isaac is going to be continuing the Resident Evil, the remake. And he's definitely getting into areas where he knows, like, nothing, thankfully. I need to make sure that this is muted. Okay. And Senna's streaming something called Tender Loving Care. I have no idea what that is. I am going to die in this game. You guys should all go and raid Sinnoh. And you should have a good one. And thank you for coming. And I will continue again tomorrow around the same time. Thank you for coming again. Bye!